Hey y'all, so in addition to the word that I posted last night about God kind of showing me that he is giving new ministries or just expanding your ministry in whatever way that might look like, he is kind of giving you a new vehicle, right? A new ministry, or he is expanding it. Like I mentioned, I had a quick vision of a cup, but this cup was really big and it was overflowing. And so he is expanding ministries. He's increasing your cup, for who this is for. And this word, he's saying your new ride awaits. And yesterday in the word, I had said, he was saying huge news, a mystery for you, surprise, be road ready, like be ready to go on this journey, be road ready, be ready to go. And I was mentioning travel. And again, this could be like literally travel, like in the physical, he may be having you travel. And I have a word on that. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and read it because this may confirm something for someone. Your destiny, right? We're moving into destiny, and your destiny, if this is for you, you'll know because he has told you you're going to be traveling. It says, I am placing you higher up in business and position. So he is, again, like expanding and exaltation. I mentioned that in the word last night. He's raising you up for whoever this is for, and exalting you. He's saying, I am sending, and I got this word, by the way, on March 24th of 2024, last year. He said, I'm placing you up higher in position. This will be in a strange, unusual, surprising way. Again, last night, surprise, confirms that. He said, people around you are going to have a hard time understanding it. So whatever God is about to have you do, the people around you are going to have a hard time perceiving what God is doing. Like they're not going to understand maybe why he's having you do certain things. So maybe even to like keep certain things to yourself in this time. Don't overshare too much, I've learned throughout this journey not to share anything with really anybody. God brought a friend into my life a year ago that is like-minded, that's on this journey too. So she understands, I can talk to her about any of it and she's not going to think I'm bat crazy, because if you speak to the wrong people about the wrong things, you will hear a lot of things like, God wouldn't do that. God wouldn't do, you've probably heard that. That's not of God. God wouldn't do that. God wouldn't say that. Why? Just pick and choose wisely who you talk to. Because if they're not on the journey, they don't get it. So he says, I will be supplying you with everything that you will need for this journey. Be road ready. Remember, good, clean, fun, whatever this is, this new journey, this new ministry that he's, placing you higher up in position, be ready to go when he says go. He's going to be supplying you with everything that you'll need, right, for this journey, the provision, everything. So don't worry about that. He's saying, I will be supplying you with a new vehicle that will be equipped for this. Now, that could be a physical vehicle. Again, like if he's going to have you on the road traveling and you don't have a vehicle that is fit for that, suitable for that, he's going to get you a new vehicle. I had a dream about receiving a brand new vehicle a few years ago when he had given me this, before he had given me this word. I had a dream I was literally standing at a car lot and I had gotten a brand new vehicle free of charge. I don't even know how it happened, but this woman, she gave me this vehicle and it was paid off, okay? So maybe that's what it is. He's going to give you a free of charge new vehicle handed to you, paid off. I don't know. Or again, it could just be spiritual. Sometimes, a lot of the time when God speaks certain things like this, I've come to find out it's not even a literal thing. It's like spiritual. So he may be supplying you with a new vehicle, right? Remember, vehicles represent ministry, and this is about ministry. So it may just be a whole new ministry he's giving you, right? I don't know. That's for you to take back to God. Because again, this word isn't for everyone anyways. You will be traveling. You will be receiving an outpouring, an overflow of blessings from and through this. People will see the importance and value of what I'm doing through you, and they will invest and contribute to encourage growth and more opportunities. See, for that does sound like physical travel. But again, it can be spiritual as well. So this is not for everyone. So take that back to God. I should have mentioned that word in the word from last night, but I'm mentioning it now because they both, this word and the other, tie together anyways. And so anyways, this one, your new ride awaits. So that ride, that new vehicle he's supplying you with, it's here. It awaits. Look at Pepper go. Anyways, so he gave me this morning the two numbers, okay? The first one was 7249, which in the Strong's means an official, okay? An official. And this title in the Bible indicates a person of significant authority and responsibility, often associated with the inner workings. Pepper's being a nut. His eyes were like, he was like, anyway, y'all I wish I could have just showed y'all that because you would be cracking up. Oh my God, he's a nut. He's so good. I never get it on camera quick enough. Oh man. That face that he just did, that whole thing, that would have went viral on TikTok. I never catch these things on camera, but anyways. So it's an official, okay? So this is a ranking, right? This is a whole nother, this title indicates a person of significant authority and responsibility, often associated with the inner workings of the royal court. Okay. An official can, like Joseph in Egypt, because I researched this. Joseph in Egypt, he was an official. He represented like leadership, okay, for stability. Or no, leadership. Okay, so you got leadership. Solomon, he represented like stability, right? Providing food and resources. So God could have you, being one to provide food and resources, a kingdom financier, right? Financier. Financier sounds so bougie. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but that's how I'm gonna say it. It just sounds so much fancier. But stability, leadership, providing, provision for like food and resources. Moses, he was a lawgiver, okay? So it can also, an official can be a lawgiver, or, just representing leading and guidance. Joshua was also a leader. He led the Israelites into the promised land. So, this could really be any of those things. And I also had gotten 1058, which means Gallio. It represents a prince, a leader, a judge, a position of authority, like proconsul. I don't know if I wrote that right. Okay, so just basically going up in position, going up in ranking, and becoming that, stepping into leadership, a leadership role, a role of being a provider for the kingdom, right? Being a provider of food and resources for people, for God's people. Being just a person who leads and helps to lead and guide people. So leadership, that is going to be a much bigger cup, right? But like I mentioned in the word last night, as God is filling that cup, you will be pouring out. But this time around, because this cup is a lot bigger, you're going to have a lot more to pour out. So maybe before, if this is financial, if you're going to be one that provides food and resources, money, maybe before, you had a smaller cup, you were only able to give out $50, $20 to help people, but now you're going to be giving out hundreds of dollars. Maybe, you could only buy someone a meal, but now you're going to be helping provide for their whole entire growth. I don't know what that looks like. Helping people pay for being able to provide for people, to help them get back on their feet, right? Just as people may have helped you when you're in that certain season, with God or whatever, and people helped provide for you, you're going to be able to, but it's going to be in a much bigger way this time. Or it's not even about that, maybe you're just going to help lead and guide people out of the place that they're in a different way, right? You're just going to be in a place of leadership. So it could be either leadership or it could be provision. I don't know, but either way, what he's doing is he is expanding that ministry, or just giving you a whole new entire ministry to step into, or he's expanding it and you're getting a much larger cup this time. But as he said in the word that he had me read from last year, you will be receiving an outpouring and an overflow of blessings from and through this. And as you're receiving those things, you're going to be able to pour those back into others that need it. So God is using your platform. He's using your whatever that may look like for you. Even if you don't have a platform, he's gonna be using you to pour into others, right? In a much bigger, larger way this time. But know that, the provision's coming from him. He said he's going to supply you with everything you will need. So don't worry about that, where it will come from. He's going to provide just like he always does. So yeah, I do pray that this gets to who it needs to get to. Pray this confirms something for y'all. And yeah, take it back to God. Take this back to God. Sit with him on it. But he's saying your new ride awaits. It's here. And so yeah, take this back to him. Go sit with him on it, and allow him to just pour into you, confirm things to you, and give you that instruction and that everything that you need, that vision, the provision, the instruction, all of it, for whatever it is that you need in this time. So yeah, if y'all feel led to sow into this or be a blessing, my information is there in the description box. As always, thank y'all for all of the seeds and blessings that y'all do sow. I pray that God bless you in return and multiply you in Jesus' name. And I pray y'all have a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all whenever he releases me to come back. Okay, bye.